Hi guys, and welcome back to the LINA BHUDIA podcast. If you are new here, please make sure you subscribe, like, comment, turn on the notification button so you get notified every time I upload new content. So now that we have that out of the way, I wanted to talk about the incident that occurred in Primark over the weekend, I believe. So it was in their changing room specifically. And in this particular Primark store, they have a unisex changing room. I don't know if all Primarks have the unisex changing room or not, or if they're just kind of rolling it out across their branches. But in this particular branch, they have a unisex changing room. And a young woman posted online her experience of this. So she was alone, trying on clothes, minding her business in the changing room, like she's fully entitled to do. Lots of people do it, minding her business. And not one, but on two occasions, a male, different men on each occasion, walked in on her while she was changing. Luckily, she was fully dressed on both times that this happened, but obviously it's a changing room, so she could just as easily have been kind of in her underwear or just kind of, nude, right? Luckily, she was dressed on both occasions, but alarmed nonetheless, right? You don't expect to have someone walk in on you when you are in a changing room. That should be a safe space. So she's getting dressed. They walk in on her. It happens twice in the space of minutes, probably. Like once you can kind of be like, oh my God, okay, but yeah, I'm sure it was just an accident. But twice is a bit much when you're trying to get changed. So yeah, these two different people have just been able to open the curtain, walk in on her. She said that they were clearly from the same group. And she also said in her video, which has gone viral a little bit online, she also said that there were loads of empty changing rooms. So there was really no need for them to have walked in on her because she obviously had the curtain shut. But there were loads of rooms, she was saying, where the curtains were open. They were clearly free to use, so she doesn't get why her curtain was opened. And to be clear, this lady that it happened to, she's all for unisex changing rooms. And, she said that it was a good thing for inclusion. But this does, for me, raise an issue because it's kind of like a catch-22. Because if we allow unisex changing rooms, it allows opportunistic male offenders to take advantage of that space and make women and girls feel even more vulnerable and scared in spaces where they shouldn't be. And it's not all men. Like, I'm not talking about all men. I'm talking about just the opportunistic offenders. But then on like the flip side of the coin, it's like anyone who dares question unisex changing rooms or unisex bathrooms, toilets, whatever, for a reason like this one, you run the risk of being called transphobia. So it's almost like it's a lose-lose situation because you want people to feel safe, but you also don't want to be seen as transphobic, right? Unless you are one, in which case you're just going to go out there and tell everyone, but that's also stupid. Like, we should be in a very inclusive environment, but at the same time, it shouldn't be at the detriment to people's safety. So, look, I'm all for unisex changing rooms and bathrooms, toilets, whatever. But you have to feel safe in this environment. And this lady clearly was happy to use the changing rooms, knowing that it was a unisex changing room, but she shouldn't have had to have gone through what she went through. She shouldn't have to deal with people opening the curtains, walking in on her while she's getting dressed. Like, so I personally have never used a unisex changing room, but only because I hardly ever use changing rooms in general. I usually kind of just buy the item and return it if I don't like it. But I have used unisex public bathrooms, like a toilet at a restaurant, and I was lucky enough to not have any issues. Right, everyone behaved themselves; it was perfectly fine. But had a man have tried something or done something to make me feel uncomfortable, I would definitely have a different view. Especially because I've never previously, in kind of single sex um, spaces, I've never experienced anything that would make me feel uncomfortable or make me feel a certain way. So it's like it's got nothing to do with multiple genders and everything to do with opportunistic behavior. And that's what the problem is. So, to Primark's credit, the lady who was walked in on, she did say that they were great. They walked her back to her car because she was scared. Security were looking into it. But here's the important thing, like, that shouldn't have to happen. She now has decided to change her behaviours because of something that was done to her. So she was saying she's not going to try on clothes in changing rooms anymore, or at the very least, will make sure to have someone with her. And I just think that's so sad. Like, I'm so tired of women having to alter their behaviours just to feel safe. Like, these men, they should have known not to just open the curtain like that. Be more mindful of their actions and use the rooms that were clearly available. Like, obviously I wasn't there. I don't know how clearly available they were, but she did say there were lots of rooms that were very clearly available, and I'm taking her word on it. So I'm thinking, like, do Primark need to rethink their changing rooms? If you're going to have unisex changing rooms, then I think at the very least they should install like proper doors that can be locked from the inside, and make sure that there's high walls, so that there's no peeping toms. I don't know if they maybe need to have more security to ensure things like this don't happen, because Primark in particular is a very busy store, and the workers alone can't watch everything, can stop people barging in on others while they get changed. So I don't know, I definitely feel like Primark need to make some changes to ensure that the spaces within their store where customers are in a more vulnerable state, i.e. the changing rooms, are as suitable and as safe as can be for everyone. Not just women, not just girls. I'm sure there's women out there that make men feel uncomfortable as well. And, it works the other way around. Men, boys, women, girls, however you identify, no matter who you are, what you are, it doesn't matter. You should be safe in any environment that you are in. This particular situation just happens to involve a woman where a man or two men walked in on her while she was getting dressed, and she's just lucky that she was actually fully dressed on the occasions where they walked in on her. Can you imagine if she hasn't have been? So I do hope that she's doing okay. She seems really shaken up on the video that she uploaded. She was kind of like fresh out of the store. She was still in her car, and just kind of recounted her story over like 2 or 3 minutes. But hopefully this is something that will get looked into in Primark, and they will get to the bottom of this and make the necessary changes, to ensure that everyone can feel safe, right? And something that I just saw while I was scrolling through Twitter just now, because Primark is actually trending as I record this, it seems to be the case that this isn't an isolated incident at Primark stores. So there have been other scenarios where people have used their mobile phones and kind of recorded kind of underneath the door to the changing space and really creeped out some women. So there's quite clearly an action here for Primark to do something about this and make sure that their customers are safe, especially given the fact that Primark's main audience, their main buyers are women. You might want to do a bit more to protect them, Primark. But what do you guys think? What are your thoughts? Leave a comment in the comment section, because things like this, they need to be treated carefully, but without going backwards with regards to inclusion. But it also needs to be safe for everyone. Like I keep saying, like if you can't shop around and try on the clothes in the changing room and feel safe, like that's not right. That's definitely not right. And I don't think it's fair that people should feel like they either can't go to the shops, or they have to go to the shops, buy, go home, try it on, decide that they don't like it, and then have to take it back. What do you guys think? Leave your comments in the comment section below. I would love to know what you guys think. And yeah, if you've had any experiences like this as well, either in Primark or any other stores. Like I say, I've never gotten changed in a unisex changing room that I know of, even, because I just hardly ever use them, to be honest. But for those of you that do, leave your comments on this whole situation in the comment section below. And until next time, I will see you soon, guys. Take care. Bye.